So, do you guys want to hear about Going Rogue?
Yeah.
This is the only slide I have.
That's it.
So, what is Going Rogue? Going Rogue is the first paid expansion for City of Heroes since City of Villains. And we really wanted to modernize the initial experience that players had with the game, that first 20 levels. Existing players, even when they go back and create new characters, they have to play through the same old content. So we decided we wanted to make a nice, innovative, using all the tricks, using all the bells and whistles that we've created these past 6 years, as well as everything we're doing for issue 17, the Ultra Mode and everything, to create a brand new content, brand new storyline for you to have. And so if your friends still haven't played City Heroes, Going Rogue's the perfect time because they'll have nothing left to complain about.
Mics are sensitive.
So one of the neat parts about this is we kind of really play with the whole gray aspect. We had heroes, we had villains, and now we have rogues. So when you create a brand new character for this new content, you create a Praetorian. You do not create a hero. You do not create a villain. This character starts off neutral, but you are soon asked to pick whether you are a loyalist to Emperor Cole, who is the tyrant that runs the utopia that is Praetoria, or whether you are part of the Resistance, who is trying to bring him down and expose him for the evil mastermind that he actually is. Or is he?
So Praetoria is kind of what happens after Cole comes back from the Hamadan Wars. And he actually comes back a hero. He pretty much saves humanity. And he decides that he's going to create, as Matt said, his own utopia, which is absolutely stunning. But it's kind of a utopia at a cost, because with his beauty and with Marcus Cole's ideals, there's a bit of a price to pay. So with Praetoria, this is actually built with Ultra Mode in mind, and it is from the ground up. All the buildings, neighborhoods, everything. The great thing about Praetoria is everything that you see is actually meant to be there. We spent a lot of time just kind of concepting from a seed that Matt had suggested, and Joe Morrissey and I sat down and we pretty much just created the world, which was really, really exciting for us. And so, like I said, it's absolutely stunning. If you've played the game in the past and you load Going Rogue up and you've got a really awesome video card, you will be shocked. Okay, so Praetoria comes with some new zones, obviously. There's actually 4 new zones. Nova Praetoria is pretty much where Emperor Cole and his Praetor senators do all their kind of day-to-day business. It's kind of the base of operations. As you move into Imperial City, which is kind of like an homage to, parts of New York, and then straight into Neutropolis, which is more the technological area, which is where you'll see Neuron. Just the kind of the landscape sort of adjusts as you go. And like I said, not only is everything sort of planned story-wise from 1 to 20, but the buildings, the locations, the signature locations, all of that is very deliberately planned. So not only do you see, buildings very specifically have their own story, you will just be amazed because the missions actually translate well too. And then there's the underground, which is, you've probably seen the underground. It's pretty awesome.
Hey Cameron, can we tell them the fact that there's no more walls anymore? Ignore that.
We always do this, like every time
this slide comes up. So we can't have a new expansion without any new stuff to fight. So we wanted to make sure you got some really, really cool stuff to fight. First on the list we're going to show you is the Praetoria Police Department.
Nice.
These guys are. This is Cole's strong arm on the street. The guys who go around looking for the Resistance or anybody who has superpowers and is not part of the Powers Division for Praetoria.
So the Seers are under Mother Mayhem, and they are the ones that basically keep the peace. They're kind of like the thought police. So if you've got any wrong thoughts, you better be very, very careful. They pretty much dedicated their minds and bodies to providing data back and forth to Emperor Cole.
And now this is the Resistance. As a player, if you choose this group to join, then these will be your allies. If you choose if you choose to be a loyalist, then you'll end up fighting these guys and trying to take down their resistance cells that are throughout Pretoria.
So the Praetorian Clockwork are kind of like the helper droids of Pretoria. They're essentially the guys that do all the menial grunt work. They keep the streets clean. They do menial tasks, but they also have offensive capabilities. So if you mess up, don't do it in front of Clockwork, because they're pretty nasty when they want to be. Oh, and by the way, they're 100% loyal to Emperor Cole, so the Praetorian Clockwork are something else.
And then the Syndicate is what happens when you get an oppressive regime like Emperor Cole's, destroys all organized crime. Well, you can't really get rid of organized crime. It's just going to reorganize as something stronger. And that's what happens with these guys. A lot of the mirror images of several of the gangs from City of Heroes, like the Family and the Sioux, have kind of reorganized as the Syndicate in this alternate dimension.
So then you have the ghouls. The ghouls, nobody really knows where they come from. They pretty much keep to themselves underneath in the underground. But if you take a look at those high-tech restraints on their arms, they're not an accident. So, pretty bad too.
And then finally, we're going to give you a teaser of something we're going to talk about a little bit later this summer. A final villain group that has yet to be revealed.
I want that tattoo. So Matt, why don't you tell us about Going Rogue System?
So, the Going Rogue System. This is basically where you take your hero and you become a villain, or you take your villain and become a hero. And one of the things we wanted to make sure that it wasn't just a switch. It didn't just happen automatically. We wanted to make sure that characters who were over level 20 could participate in the system, and it was an organic process. A hero goes through the process of falling from grace. They get a lot of morally ambiguous missions that kind of turn them into a vigilante. And when you're a vigilante, now you're kind of skirting the law and doing things that you believe is right, but may not be legally right. And you can even visit the Rogue Isles and experience some content there. If you're a vigilante long enough, you'll have an opportunity to become a villain. And then once you're a villain, then you can do all the villainous content that you want. Villains have a different path. Villains who want to redeem themselves first become a rogue. This is sort of the Han Solo type, I'm kind of looking out for myself sort of guy. But there's the heart of gold behind everything. And then as the rogue becomes more and more towards the side of good, then eventually they'll get the opportunity to become a